Hello everyone, it's Tana. Welcome back to the channel and another video for the Not2Shabby shop. Today we're working with Miss Ink's Fire Truck Duck stamp set from their newest release, I believe. And we're going to make a slimline card, scene card. I thought this stamp set was so cute. I'm showing you here that I'm taking these two little stamps from those two stamp sets, and we'll talk about that again in a few minutes. And I'm using the brand new slimline Dynamics from MFT. I think they're Grassy Hills for slimline cards. And I attempted to use the Cityscape stencil from Heavy Doodle and realized, well, that's just not going to work on a slimline card because of the way it was made. So while I ink blend this sky, that's something I wanted to talk to you guys about. I've had requests for one, a stamping and masking technique video, and two, a video about how to use standard size items meant for standard size cards on slimline cards. And I have a few ideas for that, so if those two are videos you would like to see, let me know in the comments below. So I used a little bit of lime Rickey on the grass area, just a little bit in case there was any white space when we put our grass on. And to solve the problem of the stencil, I'm just using a A2 size piece of Bristol, and we're just going to fussy cut the city out after we ink blend it. So I made the mistake of doing this the first time in black ink, and I did all my windows yellow for lights, and then realized I did not do a nighttime scene. I did a daytime scene. So I had to go back and do it again, and I did it with Twilight, and I made one side of the city buildings darker than the other, so it kind of looked like a shadow was falling over it from the sun. And then we're going to pencil in all the shapes of our windows, and we're going to use a blue sparkle gel pen to fill those in so they look like just regular windows during the daytime. And I'm going to fussy cut that out, but we're going to skip that part. And that's what it looks like when it's all dry, and that's what it looks like when it's cut out. And now I'm going to take this little leaf, actually 2 leaves from this stamp set. I can't remember what set this is. I got it in a kit from Simon Says Stamp. I will put it down below for you guys. And I also use that little tiny frosting or batter splatter, say that 3 times fast, from the Neat and Tangled Christmas set. And that second one, the smaller one's going to be my smoke. And the 2 leaves are going to be my flames. And now we're just going to put some white pigment ink, and we're using the Rolling Cloud stencil from MFT. And we're going to put some clouds on our background. And I learned before doing this that white ink will dry back a lot. So I went in there with my stencil, but I also dotted it into the empty spaces so it looked like clouds were everywhere, and then just let that dry. And now I'm going to work on my flames. I just did red in the center, gave it a little bit of following the shape of the leaf itself, orange in the middle, and then yellow on the outside. If you want those colors, I can give them to you, but you can use any colors you want. For the smoke, I used a W4, warm gray number 4 Copic marker. And those were a pain in the butt to fussy cut out. They're so tiny. And now we're just going to glue that city down onto the cardstock. Now you could do 2 of these, 2 of the cities, and then just put another one on if you wanted the whole background covered with a cityscape. I just left part of it. And that's where we're going to put my images. And I'm just going to glue both layers of grass down. Now that first layer, that was left over from another one that I die cut before I got the slimline grassy dies, and I didn't want to waste it, and I knew it was going to be covered up, and it worked just fine. Now we're just going to glue down our flames, and I think they turned out pretty well. I didn't have one thing that I could use for fire or flames, so I used this. I do have one little like campfire from a Sunny Studios set, but it was too tiny to use, so I thought this worked out fairly well. And we're just going to glue all those down, and now we're going to work with our sentiment. And the sentiment that comes in the stamp set says, what starts with F and rhymes with duck. And I laughed my butt off when I saw that because I know what my first thought was. And the answer, of course, is fire truck. So I'm going to use this Whispers red glitter embossing powder. I'm going to heat that up. I will tell you that I touched it before it was dry and smeared it. So I had to kind of scrape it off with my tweezers and heat emboss it again. I'm going to pop that up with foam tape. It's going to go on a black card base. And then I put glue on the foam tape, of course, to keep it put. And keep it put. There's another original for you. Now we're just going to glue our images down. We've got this cute little fireman duck with his hose at the hydrant. There you go, I remembered the word, with his little drips of water. And then we've got the duck who looks like he's screaming for help. And he really does look like he's yelling for help. So I glued him kind of in front of the buildings where he would see the fire. And inside we put fire truck in the Catherine Pooler Rockin' Red ink. And I tape that. I put my tape runner on that and put it on the inside of the card and then glued a little fire truck to the bottom corner. And that's our card for today, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I have a coupon code for you down below. Don't forget to visit Jamie's shop. There's always some great things to check out there. And we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now, guys.